Cześć! Hey you guys, it is William calling from Wiwibloggs, and Poland has decided Alicja will sing Pray at Eurovision 2026. Davon!
Hey you guys, Cześć William.
Should we watch and react?
Let's do this!
Our girl was selected for Eurovision 2020, and then sadly the pandemic happened. But she is back, she won the competition, and according to the Eurovision website, this song was written as a deeply personal story about an artist's journey, faith in their dreams, and the act of praying for those dreams to come true. The song reflects the moment when readiness for change finally arrives. Symbolically, Pray closes one chapter and opens a new one in Alicia's life, both emotionally and musically. We know she has a big voice, and now we are hitting play.
Oh, interesting backdrop.
Wow.
How's she gonna move in that?
That's an outfit.
Mannequin realness.
That breastplate is so beautiful against the black and white.
My goodness, she can sing.
Some Beyonce action. I like the slow choreo in the background.
Oh, I can't sit through 3 minutes of this. Better switch up.
This is spiritual.
I can't deal with like pseudo-religious appropriation.
The girl is a woman.
More of it? Praise Jesus.
This is a good opening. Very strong opening.
Sister, switch it up.
Oh. Oh.
You ain't my loss. Step down, take 5. Now I'm the boss.
It's like we've gone to another section of the library to pick a completely different book.
I don't know if we needed this transition.
We've gone from the Bible to like the Voodoo Diaries from Port-au-Prince.
She seems less confident in this section.
Beautiful girl.
I like the smokiness of her voice.
This part
now we're
I
back.
like. Very
We're back.
Beyonce.
I love the dancing. See, she sounds great here. She seems confident.
Oh,
And this is her sweet spot.
I'm struggling.
The woman can sing. These moments are great.
Holy water.
Give me that holy water, girl.
Got my Florida water girl.
Okay. She's got a little bit more life this time around.
I like this part.
I like this part. The chorus is nice. She is supersonic with all this silver. Yes, yes, yes.
Really? Oh, and that's it?
I mean, come on. She can sing. She can sing. Let there be no doubt. We knew this in 2020. Yeah, and she's demonstrating it here. This is curious to me. So, a part of me really loves parts of it, and then a part of me really dislikes parts of it. That first sort of spoken word rap section, it doesn't really work for me. She seemed to lack confidence when she went into it. It was almost like, I don't know if she was catching her breath or what, or it's a different character, but it didn't feel fluid. It felt like she was speaking as opposed to rapping or delivering, throwing down words, however you want to phrase it. It felt a little weak. And that's unfortunate because the opening is very strong. You're getting vocal, you're getting perspective, you're getting spirituality. This sounds like there's an entire chorus hiding in her breastplate or backstage or in her hair. Like, where's all this power coming from, you know? It's fantastic. But then we go away from that spirituality and we're in this, like, it's very R&B, and I'm not yet convinced she's grown into that part of her character. But then when we get back to the chorus, it's really good. And then the second rap verse was much stronger than the first one. Maybe she was nervous, but if you're gonna have these rap segments, you need to commit. You need to be more forceful. There needs to be thrust. And I felt like maybe she was holding back. So yeah, if she's gonna keep the song as it is, I want her to loosen up a bit more and be more angry maybe, or be more deliberate.
The headline says, pray for Poland, and yeah, let us join our hands in prayer. Honestly, even in a narrow field of entries this year, in its current state, I do not see this advancing. And it's a pity, because Alicja is stunning, incredibly telegenic. She is truly a performer, a seasoned artist, and her vocal abilities are pretty much, she's at the top range compared to her peers. But you know, even the best stars or performers or musicians or whatever, they still need good material, and nobody's immune to that. And quite honestly, the suitability of this is very minimal.
The thing is, this is a very good draft. This is like a very good demo, which they could work on and they could craft and come out with a very strong product, actually. I love what they've done with the staging. I love the way she interacts with the dancers, how they go in slow-mo at times. They're kind of half-tempo. The choreo fits the song. She's styled, I quite like this. She's like a bionic woman. You know, she's a futuristic robotic queen. It's just those rap segments make the song somehow uncohesive. It doesn't flow. But if they cut, restructure, tighten, what I'm saying is there's potential here. At the moment, I would worry about this qualifying. I really would. However, if they polish it, tweak it, make it more engaging consistently, this could go through. Juries are going to respect that voice. She's got a voice. And I love at the end, it really hits. But I just need a bit more. I wish there was a bigger moment somewhere earlier, because the beginning is great, the ending's great. It's just the middle is a little messy, and I think that's where the work needs to go.
And you know what? I would be a little bit worried, because Alicja is starting to read like the doomsday artist. Wasn't she like in 2020 with this Empires, a world in deepening crisis? Which, by the way, is the current state of affairs. But ultimately, music should provide some form of escapism or reflection, not to stew in the misery of a world that's crumbling. Besides the point, this pray with references to holy water, and I could even hear other things that she probably didn't think about, but it's taking me firmly into church territory, and the backing choir just sounds really religious. If that's a world that you're trying to detach from, this puts you firmly back into it, and not in a crusading kind of way, yeah? What else did she say? At one point she says, go shake that ass. Well, I'm committed to that aspect of this song, but also the way it ends, and it's just quite abrupt, and plus points. Gorgeous to look at. Beautiful gowns. Aretha Franklin said it. Beautiful gowns. Incredible voice. You cannot take away the core elements of this. But I would have liked to have seen Alicja explore EDM. Yes, you don't have to dance. I mean, Felicia's not doing a great deal of dancing in her track in Sweden, but it's effective. You can still... Yeah, but it feels like now they've just gone for real vocal powerhouse and giving her a chance to showcase stylistically what she can do with her voice. But it's just one ingredient in a sea of required ingredients. And this one ingredient that you've chosen, you've sprinkled holy water on it. And I'm just like, it's not my thing. It's not my vibe. this has to be one of my least favorite entries this year. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. But I'm just one reaction in an ocean of 190 potential reactors, that 190 million televoters who could react by picking up the phone to vote for this. I must say, this was very popular in Poland, where it unanimously smashed the televote and brought her to victory. I do like the fact that she's at Eurovision, because she didn't get to she didn't get to be at Eurovision because her Eurovision was cancelled, and the following year TVP, put on another show which she wasn't a part of, and she never really had her moment. But I wish she'd come back with something just much more interesting and something much more freeing. Like, she was all kind of like, I also felt she was physically constrained, which probably required prayers, but why stage that? Pray. I like songs that are metaphorical. If pray had a metaphorical meaning, or flipped, I would have liked that. But it was just so literal, and the style of it as well, starting off really gospel. I don't know.
I want to read some comments. Silwext says, will Europe finally appreciate us, Poland? I mean, I would say they appreciated Justyna Steczkowska. She went to the final, and she became something of a fan favorite. The result was not, what people had hoped for, but I don't think they weren't proud of you. This is Frederick_A_Z. I'm really happy for her on a personal level. The song itself isn't that exciting, but maybe the jury will still push her into the final because of her amazing voice. That is a very fair comment. And again, if they can tweak this song in the middle, and if she can up her game with the rap, then maybe the people will get behind it too. This is Meg29Me. She's a damn good singer. Go, Alicia. This is Dollyup13. Glad to see that Alicia will finally go to Eurovision. She deserves it since 6 years. Congrats to her. There is an outpouring of goodwill for her, indeed for all singers who sadly could not go to the Eurovision they qualified to go to previously. So it's wonderful to see this. This is Not Your Baby. Maybe Bazia or Ola would have been better, but still not a bad choice. Great that she's finally got the opportunity to go to Eurovision. And maybe this semifinal is also weak enough to push her through. Tiny little advice, maybe swap those dancers with backing vocalists and change the staging, maybe sing in a more dynamic way. So I definitely agree with singing in a more dynamic way. Those rap segments, it's sort of very flat. I quite like the staging concept. This monochrome works really well with her silver breastplate. The dancers actually work as well. But maybe you could always reduce the number of dancers and then have some backing vocalists to help her out.
You know what? There are better ways to skin a cat. And right now, yeah. I love my Polish people. People think I don't like Poland, but actually it's one of my favorite places. From Sopot to Katowice, to Krakow, to Warsaw, to Poznan, so literally trolled through the country, enjoying great Polish dumplings and moments and hanging out with. But you know what? Ultimately, I'm here to judge the music, how I see it and how I respond to it. And right now, this isn't cooking right. Back in the 90s, when I was a bit of a club kid, I loved Ich Troje. And the first time I actually flew to Poland was to see Ich Troje in concert. And I loved it in Warsaw, and it was really great. And I remember being with all these hardcore fans, and we're traveling, seeing them at different venues. And I actually considered learning Polish at that point. And I was really committed to the music scene in Poland and just loved it. But hey, so this is not a criticism. This is nothing anti. It's a shame I have to justify it in this video, but I know it's coming. And I know that comment section is going to cook. But hey, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. And I love Alicia. And yeah, this is not really shade. It's more like disappointment because I see the goods, I see the capabilities, I see the talent, but the draft, yeah, could have leaned a bit more left.
There was a comment about a weak semi-final. Poland is competing in semi-final 1. They're against Croatia, Finland, Georgia, Greece, Moldova, Portugal, and Sweden in the first half, and then Belgium, Estonia, Israel, Lithuania, Montenegro, Poland, San Marino, and Serbia in the second half. I wouldn't say this is a weak semi-final. I'd say that Poland will easily qualify ahead of at least... Okay, I don't want to name names. Yeah, Poland could go through. However, I'm still worried. In the current form of the song, I think it's borderline at best. But with a revamp, this could go up. I think, if it was just down to the people, I think this would qualify over Belgium, over Estonia. I mean, potentially over San Marino, over Portugal. I haven't heard Georgia at the time of recording this. So, revamp the song. All right, well, that's what we think. What do you think? What tweaks would you like to see to Poland's entry? Do you think she has an incredible voice like I do? But is that enough? Does the song need to change to make this more competitive? Let us know here on Wiwibloggs.
Follow Wiwibloggs on Pinterest and we will see you later.
And we'll see you later.
Bye!
Bye!